EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop right around the 25. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. To throw his Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First carry now for David Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Five yards remain on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on third and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders. That's caught. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, It does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2-2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So that'll back them up 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. 2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give. This is Montgomery. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Does the big boy have the juice? 20. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Following the penalty, Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's going to get forward for about 5 and then maybe coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to number 47. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 3. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Space to run past the 20. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Carr to throw again. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and I think the ball's out. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Bryant has it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Elliott coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, and that's complete to Cooks. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
From the 39, Carr in trouble, and he's taken down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Carr. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. All right, gearing up for another drive here. Austin Hooper trots back out. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Back to throw again. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. They'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 2. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. A try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a run with Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And my, how the tables have turned after that play. And you know what? You think back to 1978, little history lesson. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. That's taken it around the 40. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And hitting Juju on the slant. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And it's incomplete. right, so their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He'll look to throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Returning it, Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And when he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Galloway, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 50, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Evans. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll run here with Evans. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Cybert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
On first down, Singletary. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Singletary. Dances by him, and they'll get this down to the 10.
Guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Griffin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. Drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Watson. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up, because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
faking the give. Now Watson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Looking to throw. Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 4. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Evans. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Like the football back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st down, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
What did they call that on?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They need a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Watson on first down. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw again on second down. Watson. Well, they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Watson looks to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. That catch good for only a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Watson's throw taken in by Slayton. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And, oh, boy, as you can see, Terry McLaurin yet to hop back on his feet after that play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down, Evans looking for space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, it's Evans. And he stopped immediately there. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.